Bingo. Nobody did it. It just exploded, and they don't know what exploded, and there's no explanation, but it just happened, right? And then all these things were tumbling around in space, and they all ended up like balls. And then, oh, here we go. They ended up like this, right there. The sun is going through the universe, in the Milky Way. The Milky Way is going through the universe, vast, infinite, right? And all the planets, the planets are trying to keep up with the sun, and it's going on and on, okay? That's what the textbooks teach us, the textbooks, okay?
Can you explain the paycheck down there? They would lie to us because of the paycheck?
Scientists in jobs may not want to disturb their jobs because they're getting a good paycheck. Okay?
Yeah, no.
So, if they're teaching us, if they're teaching us the blue spiral that you just observed, how do you get this? This is reality. This is Polaris with an open aperture. How do you get that with the blue spiral? I don't believe it. I rather believe this. I also believe this. That is a reflection on a flat surface. That's what I believe because I see it. That's reality. I don't believe what they put in a textbook. I'm going to go out there and see it for myself.
But if you're blind and you couldn't see it, how would you know it was blind?
Really? If you're blind, I can't help you, honey.
So blind people, the earth can be round.
Only your kind of blind, which is blind in the mind.
I think we
if you have a closed mind, have a nice day. You know, I can't help you. I'm just telling you what the information is. You have to decide what to do for it. Don't believe me. You go research it. You figure out a formula. You figure out the curvature. You go find evidence of the curvature. And when you don't find it, then don't cry to me, because I told you about it.
How come no one's fell off yet?
Can't get there. The government stops.
You look up the Antarctic Treaty. They don't let you below the 60th parallel. It's militarily controlled. If you'd like to look it up, you can do that.
I'd love to.
If anything, even if you don't accept it right now, just studying it is going to make you smarter because it will challenge what you've been taught.
So
I don't see a negative.
If the Big Bang didn't create round, then how did we end up with what are the physics to create a flat surface then?
Well, obviously, if it's a flat surface with a dome over top, then it had to be created. Now, you never heard of the dome, but did you ever hear of lightning sprites? Sprites, like the soft drink, S-P-R-I-T-E-S, sprites. Look that up. It's something you didn't know, right? So look at that. They come off the dome, and you'll be able to see that. That's one evidence.
How many evidence do you need?
There's only one picture from space, and that was taken through a porthole, and we have a video of that.
What happens when you sail around the world? You don't fall off.
It's called circumnavigation. Do you know what circum means? Around, a circle. Yeah, that's all it is, a circle. Circumnavigation, around.
You see that? But if you can circumnavigate at every angle, that is a globe.
No one has ever gone north, south, north.
How old were you?
No one.
How old were you when you came to this?
2.5 years ago. Someone said to me, they never landed on the moon. I said, what? That can't be. They landed on the moon. So I started researching that. And when I started finding that there was discrepancies like no blast crater from the landing, no dust on the footpads, and it's made of gold foil.
You know who killed JFK?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Were you?
No, but like this.
I'm showing evidence. I'm showing evidence, honey. If you can't accept that, that's your problem. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I cannot help a closed mind. All I can show you is evidence. That's all I can show you is evidence.
Why do you think they're making it up? Why do they think?
The kings did not let the serfs read. And right here it says, if they teach us lies, we're just as good as being uneducated. right? You have to agree with that. So we're stupid, and they want us to believe we're smart. So we'll be content with what we have. We will be content with paying 50% taxes. What's that all about?
Little bit. We very request where is like a distance between both because like interrupt.
Look, I'm like right on the yellow line.
No, but you know, talk loud and the people they don't look on the page and they will come look for you. You know.
I'm going to move 10 feet up here. If you have more questions, follow me. Have a good day.
Oh, she told me, and I ignored her. You should not move.
I know, she was.
She told me, and I said, okay, but.
I know. So what are you going to do? You don't want to like upset people. They paid for the booth, you know. What am I going to do? But you would think that people would be looking at her art standing there.
At least we did it.
I need some lemonade.
Right.
That's what I need, lemonade. Who's got the lemonade? That's what I need. What's the next? I think maybe they have food in one block and other stuff in another block. Food is next. All right, we'll do that. I need a lemonade. After you talk for a little bit, it gets you dry. Here, you can look it up.
Oh no, the Earth is absolutely round.
Yeah? The Earth is absolutely round. He studied it, and he saw it in a book. Did you ever hear this, girls? The Earth is flat.
Newspaper clippings.
Do you want to look it up?
Look at the site.
I'm good.
Education never hurt you.
I hear you.
Yeah. Looks for you.
You like pushing that thing. The Earth is flat. Oh, how sweet. You want to look it up? The oceans are flat with each other.
Oh, warming, yes. Okay. Good luck. Thank you. See you.
Yeah.
It's got to be part beagle. My dad raised beagles. But you're not a typical color. The Earth is flat. All the oceans are flat. You're still handing out the little cards, Andy. You got to get the big cards.
What are you giving me something that says the Earth is flat?
Yeah. All the oceans are flat. This is all the evidence, and you got to look it up and decide for yourself. It's true. Want to look it up?
I'm not sure if this is like, I'm not getting it.
No, it's true. The government is lying to us. The government would never lie to us, would they?
No, always.
Always but. Always but. The indoctrination is strong.
We can probably find those here. Yo.
Wait, let me see. Am I still getting... I can't see. Yes, it's still going. I get nervous. I have to check it every once in a while. It shut off on me one time when I was at the park, and I had a couple of really good conversations, and I was like, darn it, you know? I grabbed it the wrong way, and it shut off, you know. I don't have like a, it's just plastic. So I push the thing, and then it goes off. All right, where's the lemonade, Angie? I'm so thirsty.
Yeah, But
All the oceans are flat.
it's right there. Over there.
So where's your daughter today? At the friend's house?
No, my daughter is in Puerto Rico. She lives with.
Oh, oh, good.
No, it's not good, but
Oh, yeah. Well, she's taken care of.
yeah.
Go over here. You can look this up.
I'm not from Hoboken. Does that
No, that doesn't matter. That's the world thing. All the oceans are flat. Want to look at it? You can look at this. All the oceans are flat with each other. All the oceans are flat with each other. You can look it up. All the oceans are flat with each other. That can't happen on a spinning ball.
Wait, so you want to walk over?
Thank you. All the oceans are flat with each other.
No, we're just doing food fairs. I started this a couple months ago. I wanted to.
Where's the lemonade?
You guys need any young recruits? You guys can use some discipline.
We'll take them. We'll take them.
Get ready.
On the wheel for prize. You do you it.
Here, you can look it up. The oceans are all flat. I see a yellow banner down here. I'm hoping that'll have it. $5. Wow. Thank you. Why don't we find a place to sit.
Yeah. Maybe if I want some.
There are 3 stages and it bands like every hour, so I don't remember. Let people look at it.
I just have breakfast at 6. Anything else?
See, people are watching it. And then they'll take pictures of it.
Good. What?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. Smells good though.
Yeah.
And you see, people will walk by and they'll see that and they'll say, oh my gosh. And then it'll be in their mind. But if it's never in their mind, then how will they know?
The other day I took a taxi, right? And I started talking to the driver. Oh my God. I don't know how many times he called me stupid. That was, oh my God. Ah, I went to school. You're so stupid. Oh my, that was crazy.
I know, it's an emotional thing because...
Okay, here it is.
Hi there.
Hey, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Marilyn.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bahara.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Sorry to bother you.
So, did you come here to see us?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
organized the meetup in New York City.
Oh!
Apparently David was gonna live stream, but
Yes!
I don't see that.
You know what happened? He brought his brother and his brother got sick. So he had to go. I know, I'm so sad. So I already walked all the way up and back. Yeah, I got a lot. I handed out a lot of cards. And just sitting here, people are like,
Yeah, our friends are like, oh my gosh, should we come? We had no idea.
yeah, I just put it out this week. Mark Sargent put out a little video.
Yeah, he does his little thing, right, every time we
Yeah.
get together.
But I met a couple who were like just looking into it, so they were real excited to see the banners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Definitely catches people's attention.
So what's the response
been like?
It's been good, I think.
Yeah?
You know, when I stop and ask, somebody asks a question, I stop. A big crowd gathers because they want to hear me teach it, you know. So, but then, sometimes like this woman came over. Oh, if you have a crowd here, they won't see my painting. So move on. So what are you going to do? Did you see my school board video?
I might have. I'm not sure. What's your
Yeah.
Flat Earth PA.
Oh.
I'm Marilyn's spirit level.
Yes. Look at us.
like
So Flat Earth PA school board.
I got you right here. Oh, this was recent.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And there's like 18,000 hits.
You know, I didn't watch that yet, but I have it saved. This one.
Yeah.
Cool.
And a couple of people mirrored
That's
it.
pretty cool.
I want everybody in the country to go do that. Can you imagine what would happen? And it's not hard to do. No, just go to the school board.
I'll watch this, but do you have like a set presentation? Or
Well, I only had 4 minutes, and I had to use some of it by moving the banners in, placing them. They held me to a strict time.
Okay.
But I just went through it as quick as I could.
Just planting seeds, you know, it takes a long time
Well,
to get going.
my intention was now they're accountable for knowing.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Now they know.
Now they can't say, I didn't know.
Right. And I didn't realize so many people haven't even heard of it at all.
Yeah.
Or if they have, it hasn't registered at all. So now that you put it in front of them, they
No
have
excuse. No excuse. That's what I want. No excuse.
No excuse. I mean,
Also,
they
what's
have-
the plan to see?
it's really hard for anybody to come up with a proper rebuttal, though. That's what's the tough
I
part.
know.
It's really a lot of just
How
like,
about it? We just had a woman with a physics degree. You can sit down. I'm not going to.
we'll sit.
I just had a woman with a physics degree up here arguing with me. I know, all right, I know everything, you know.
Yeah.
She wasn't talking so much at the end of my little presentation. You know, when you start putting the evidence there in front of them, oh.
You gotta be humble first, so that lady needs to be like,
Well, and I love doing that. I love, because I know what's true. And when you hold the truth, you have something very powerful.
Oh, this starts unlocking so many doors. I mean, it's great.
Did you each get one of these? This is what I hand out. And I made a couple modifications to the next batch that comes out. So it'll look a little bit different. Like instead of YouTube, it'll say begin. So that everybody can begin.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, the best we can do is have them get interested enough to do their own research. Unfortunately, once you type in flat Earth, there's all kinds of decisions.
Baloney.
Yeah.
I
More
know.
difficult. Well, how long have you been at this?
Well, I woke up 2.5 years ago, but I think
2016?
Easter of 16.
We've been there the whole time too. Early on.
But I didn't get the banners made up till I think it was March or May of this year. And I just couldn't stay in. I had to go out. I just had to go out.
Some good meetups too. Just more and more people. We had like 4 people to start, and now there's 6.
Well, is it Angie? Angie's coming? Where's Angie? Angie! So where do you meet up?
In Brooklyn.
They have meetups in Brooklyn.
Where?
She's from Queens.
Oh wow,
We met in
okay.
Roberta's
So this
Pizza
is
a couple times.
there's only
Bushwick?
one flat Earth New York in the meetups. If you go on meetup, so that's where we post our meetups and stuff. So far we've done like a couple in Bushwick. We ask people where it's convenient for them, so we can.
Also, you have to add me to your Facebook. You do it exactly so I can know.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Yes, yeah. So
This is the second time that she's been out with me. The first time was Times Square. She came. That's where we met.
Yeah, and I saw it on Facebook.
Wow.
Exactly. So that's why.
So then I put that Mark Sargent thing out, and I guess that's where you saw this one, right? Or did I talk to you before? Maybe I send her a message.
One of our meetups, Mark Sargent actually put on his channel.
Yeah.
Brooklyn meetup.
So that's what I think is good to do because he has a good following.
This is great.
Very cool.
So you said you have 60? Yeah, they take pictures.
Talk to us about it.
They take pictures. And that's good.
Mostly
Yeah, exactly.
That is cool.
I feel like a Scientologist. Like we went down to DC and we were outside we walked down that like church row and there's Scientologists, and there was like a lady like, come on in. And I like standing here like this and looking at us the same way. Like it's so cool though about this whole thing. It's not there's not one leader and there's really no like official anything.
Right. So I want to know, how are you getting your group to be active and go out and do this?
We've more been just brainstorming, trying to get them to do our own experiments, maybe like get on a boat, go do
People are just coming into it, so they just want to meet other people who think the same way and just confirm they're not crazy first. So what we do is just like gather, it's like a support group. It's really, your whole view is upside down. You want to just get your bearings.
Right,
That's what's
right.
been like, I'm kind of trying to be, look, people are, so I'm kind of trying to learn as much as I can, so when I do go out there, I'm not like caught in some question that I don't know how to answer.
Well, you know Dave Zoom Truth, and you know me, and if you have a meetup and you want us to come and speak to your group, we'll come up and do that.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, because I want to get everybody out on the streets. That's what we really need.
Definitely.
And you know we can go in the malls. Did you know that? Yeah. There's a court case from 1940s, Atlanta. Some shipping company owned the town and built the town for the shippers, the workers. And some Jehovah's Witness was out there handing stuff out on the streets, and they tried to kick them out. But the court case said no, if it's a public square is where people gather. So any place that people gather is a public square. In the malls, it's a public square. It doesn't matter if it's private property. So we're going to hit the malls this year.
That's so great. That's such a good. Should we go teach some young?
And you should maybe play a couple videos. You can take your screen along, or even some restaurants will let you use one for a little bit.
Yeah.
Play some of our activism videos and say, this is what we're all going to try and do. Look how much fun they're having. Dave and I went to Temple University in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I saw
Did you see that?
Yeah, so great.
It was awesome. I couldn't talk by the end of the day. It was great.
Wow.
Look, he's laughing. But see, that the second time he might not laugh.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't say you don't know. I mean, I can't believe how many people fight you. I've been on Twitter for a while now, and it's like just constant battle.
People get angry.
Very
angry. Because you're trying to take down their whole.
Well, it's the foundation of their life. And if they have a piece of paper that says they're smart, and you're saying they really don't know what they think they know, that would really make me angry, right?
And it's connected to so many other things. As David was saying on our meetup page, he was like, it just connects to the whole transhumanism agenda, transgender agenda, everything. So you're pulling at a thread that's gonna eventually ruin the whole sweater.
But look,
nobody wants to be naked.
If they take a picture, that's the best thing, because they'll go home and they're gonna look. Look at that.
Hopefully they'll look and just not take it at surface value. And mostly I think everyone's like, oh, this is a thing. That's the first.
I know they do.
But it's out there, you know. It's just they definitely want to try to control this message.
They do.
And it works for a while.
That's my whole thing.
It's gonna work because people are still tuning in to the same channel.
But the more people we have out on the streets, the better it's going to get, quicker. It's going to go exponential. But we need everybody out on the streets. Everybody.
It's so easy to get. It's not about like having to read a full book and then you get it. It's like it just clicks.
And I don't argue with people. I just say, I'm not here to debate you. I just give you this information. You go home and decide for yourself. And then there's no debating.
Yeah, the debate style is not working.
Right.
Yeah. Funny enough, people, I think there needs to be like a prerequisite where people would have to be a little mistrusting of the government to be able to be a little open.
I have never had anybody tell me they trust the government. I always ask that question. Oh, so the government would never lie, would they? Ha 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 ha. They never say the government would never lie. So
You think a prerequisite? I mean, I feel like the moon landing though is pretty much of a prerequisite.
people still believe that though. But Dave has these banners of the landing on the moon, and there's no dust on the feet, and you can see the gold foil. It's made out of foil.
It's
great.
I mean, how did I not notice that before?
I know, it's been around for a long time.
And I even went down to the Smithsonian and saw it. And
we're down there.
We did too.
what?
What? They meant to
like-
go to this. There's no way.
You're like, what? What were we thinking?
I know, we weren't. We were not thinking.
They would
thinking about-
lie to us. Why would they? Why would scientists who are impartial?
A lot of times people aren't thinking. They're thinking about their kids getting a lemonade, going home, making lunch. They're not worried. They don't care.
I know.
It's actually
And
like
most people are like, so what?
it's okay. It should don't really. It doesn't really seem like there's an issue, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really that interested in space stuff, but why do I have to now all of
A
sudden
lot of
care?
people ask why. Why would they do this? And I tell them, well, the kings didn't want the serfs to read, right? It's about control.
Yeah.
And the flat Earth is
It just
like
goes
the
so
start
deep.
of it.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is like the new world. You gotta get here.
yeah. On my card it says, what's the difference between being educated with lies and being uneducated? Down there. There's no difference. So if you are taught lies, you still know nothing.
That's the hard part. You gotta realize that all these years I've been doing nothing. I mean, there are some truth in their lies. That's why they've been able to get us. Because like when you talk to a physicist or a mathematician, they're like, oh no, all these formulas check out. Yes, the formulas work
With each
but
other.
You're like, yeah,
But apply it to
exactly.
reality.
Exactly.
And that's what I say on the banner. I said, this is reality. This is in the textbooks. Does it match?
And
No.
they're like, why do you believe this stuff? Like, why do you believe in gravity? Have you tested it for yourself? But because the math works out. And how does the math work out? There's this constant that you have to apply. And where did they get this constant? Somebody in the lab did it long ago and no one else has done it since. So they're also believing in something that they didn't do themselves either. But they're willing to mock us for pseudoscience when they themselves. It's like.
And think about the seasons. The seasons happen because it's tilted a little.
No. Okay,
I mean-
the moon is out right now.
Oh my gosh. I did.
Wow. If
We-
we could see it from here,
When I
that'd be
was
great.
getting into this, I was in the library upstate, and I was looking for how do the seasons work. I was like, I want to learn if it's most technical, like what's the best explanation. The only thing I could find was kids' books. I was like, oh, how
Do you want to move over here, hon, and listen?
We actually have to get going.
Okay.
I got
I want to look at this thing for a second.
Well, let me tell you one thing you don't know.
Yes.
Yesterday I learned that the moon travels across the equator 26 times a year.
So it's kind of.
It goes all over the place. And I even noticed that because when I let the dog out at night, the moon was coming up here. And then the very next night, it was over here. I'm there. How did it get over there?
I've been watching the moon a lot.
Yeah.
We got the C900 too.
Oh, good.
Which is not good. I mean, it's great. It's just an expensive zoomer, but
Right. Yeah,
I'd
keep
like to
track
look
of
more
things. Keep data.
I need to because I've been finding the same thing. I'm like, oh, moon should be right here, but it's like.
Yeah,
not
how did
quite
it get
lining-
there?
It's not like the sun seems to be much more gradual.
Yes,
every day.
the
And then
the sun is only twice a year goes over the equator,
can
but
see
the
the sun
moon is
rolls in and out.
26. I got that on the Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon Hangout show.
Oh.
The Hangout that they do
Okay.
on YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they were talking about it.
That would make a lot more sense.
That's
You
like
take
wild.
pictures of, like all the moon phases from the same location over the course of a month, and it's like doing this kind of weird back and forth thing. So
Yeah,
actually,
it is.
I've been looking for that answer. And
Yeah.
I guess
It goes wild and fast.
now that's advanced. Though. You can't start with that, right?
No, but I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah, that is actually. I want
Wow.
to look into that
I'm
immediately.
doing this,
Yeah.
you know, I 100% believe that.
So good to
but
meet you guys.
I'm learning.
Thanks. I'm glad you stopped.
There needs to be an army out there.
Yes. Yes, your army of 60.
Oh, wow, that's good. That's
I'm 2 hours from my house.
I receive a
Now, come on, you guys.
I know.
Rally the troops.
What do- can't we
Rally
do?
the troops. Come on, rally the
The
troops.
next time I see
Tell them that you were here and I was looking for people to join me. Can you imagine if we had 60 people walking up the street?
And I'm Christian. I say, okay,
Like you
what
said,
am I?
don't debate.
So let me exactly.
But lay out those facts.
But if we had 60 shirts like this walking up the street, people would take notice. And they wouldn't have to say anything.
There's more, you know.
It is, I hope.
So I can, as you said, I can answer the questions.
Much slower than I could ever imagine. I thought everyone was going to get it right away.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
my job, I am.
That's not perfect.
Oh, Maria,
Far from it, but
And that's even very gentle. The way he talks is very gentle. I did the 200 proofs and I was like, the whole thing. Give me more, give me more, give me more. Okay.
yeah, whoever he is, I mean,
Yeah.
some of the best content, whoever writes it, I don't
I'm
know if
crazy.
he's
Now
like
my
legit
Facebook
now,
is all about.
I think he took evidence and then just added more. Like there's like 5 different lighthouse examples. You know, so he just made it into 200.
Friends, none of my
still, I like
regular
them a
friends
lot.
can
I don't trust a lot of these guys
what
now,
are you talking
and
about? You know,
I'm wondering myself, but that's okay. As long as they don't hurt anything, I'm okay.
That's why we need to have like our own
in my, exactly. In my church also.
to then overtake it. Because if not, if they can steer it and they are bad, then
Yeah.
it's not good. So
Yeah, like Patricia Steer.
Patricia Steer Patricia CIA. What's it? I'm gonna look.
Yeah, go ahead. That's exciting.
I
Yeah.
have the information here.
Great. See, we don't even have to do anything. We can just sit here.
This is the first time that you are by yourself doing this?
Yeah.
I thought it's gonna be hard today because yesterday I lost my phone and stuff.
Oh, that's hard. I hate that.
Oh, they said, but I need it for tomorrow, you know, for today. How can I call it? Oh my god. And then the train.
Look, they're arguing with her. I'm gonna go get some cards and hand them here. I'll watch my drink, okay?
Is it the joke or is it real?
It's very real.
Okay.
I think we gotta ask ourselves where we get.
Oh, you have some. If you type in this, you'll get my first 3 videos that are most important.
And David is not coming back?
I don't think so. His brother's not well.
And the other one, Sum Truth is
That's Dave, and Dave's brother was sick. Yeah.
when I came here and saw this, I said, oh, good. This is a good place because, you know,
Yeah, a lot going on.
So you knew about this guy was going to be here?
Well, yeah. Well, this guy, Mike, was from here. He says, you got to come up. So I said, okay. And Dave and I planned to come up. And then Mike was called out of town on family business. So he couldn't be here. But I said, let's go anyway. Yeah, I don't mind, you know. This is good. I can just sit here and watch it. I don't have to walk. See, they're doing this activism now. They're talking to her. And so they're getting a lot of practice. Wow. Wow, it's right. How do you stop? That's something.
And to the taxi driver I said, but why are you so mad? And then he slowed down. But he started again, but why? I said, but why are you so mad?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't know what it means to a person as an individual. You don't know how it's going to affect them. Yeah, I'm glad you're connecting. Let's look at these two here laughing. There you go, look at that, they're getting closer. The first thing I did was go over to Carlo's Bakery.
Oh, it's very near here, right?
Yes, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth shop up. And I got a lobster tail. It's this really crunchy pastry, and it has this French cream in the inside. Oh, it was wonderful. Did you survive that?
Yeah, I think she actually had nothing.
Yeah,
She really didn't
they
have
don't. They don't.
Say somebody else has
ridicule
figured
her.
it out. And then I said, okay, let's figure out where gravity came from. And she was like, no, someone's a physicist, someone's done it already.
Yeah, they don't want to think. It hurts their brain. Good, good. I'm glad. I was proud of you guys.
You don't want to come on too strong because it's like this. If you try to penetrate too much, it'll close up.
Right.
You gotta really.
Yeah.
But
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's like you gotta really go at it.
We gotta go meet my parents.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to be there at 1, but
Oh god.
Are you two married?
not yet.
Not yet? Oh, there you go.
Figure we
Oh
gotta.
yeah, we did get a marriage license.
What's the matter with you? Make her an honest woman.
This is so great. This is very difficult, and people, the
I
smarter
know.
they are, the more
I
difficult it is.
know. I
She's
know.
like, what kind of lab research have you done? Come, tell me.
My laboratory is right here.
It's like this us versus them mentality. Someone was like, is this a joke? Let's go. I'm like, there's so much of the us versus them. We just gotta come together and say, hey, we're not an enemy.
Oh, so you don't care about truth?
You are. And now we wanna just like
That's
show
right.
you what brought us to where we are now.
Right,
That's all.
right.
So how do we connect?
Yeah. I mean,
you can
David
take
left his number on our meetup, but
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I gave Angela the
Cool.
Facebook, so she'll
Yeah.
have you there. And if you have Facebook, we can connect with
I
that.
do. Marilyn Felty-T.
Oh, can I write
I'm
that
getting
down
addicted to this
actually?
now. This is fun. I mean, she's like, well, here's my husband. He's the something engineer.
Okay, sorry, I'm Amish. I don't use technology.
taxi the other day, and I don't
Wow.
Yeah, fountain pens.
the driver came to me. When I tried, he was so angry.
But this is nice. I wish I could stay.